If you have tremendous uncertainty about your personal financial future, it will eat you.
Literally.
Yeah, and it will make you miserable.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are laying awake at night wondering how you're going to make the next bill payments, yeah, I mean, that right there is fundamental, especially for me, right? Like, I'm one of those people, I just have to have my sleep. And if I'm not, I'm just not me.
Sure.
And that's a fundamental. And then you think of everything else, and I definitely want to tie this to COVID, because I feel like the current time has brought this even more to the forefront, right? We kind of always heard this phrase, prepare for a rainy day.
Yeah.
But you're not so much worried about the rainy day because in the moment you can't see the clouds, right? You don't see the lightning, you don't hear the thunder, the sun is shining, and we're going to be fine. And then all of a sudden the wind comes in, and then you've got a storm, and at that moment it's too late, right? If you're standing out in the middle of the field, the lightning's going to strike.
Right.
So I definitely want to bring attention to that, because I also think of everything else that goes on in an individual family's life, right? If you already have someone that has health concerns and you have money going toward that, your car breaks down, you have to have a car. So all those things are important just for the well-being, as you so greatly put it, your well-being, and finance plays into that. And so with kind of this cloud of fear that a lot of people are living under now with COVID, and either, the fear of it coming back in the fall, or something else like it is going to happen, or maybe they're just trying to crawl out of the hole that COVID round one, if you will, caused. What
Sure.
would you have them know? Like, what would you want us to know?
So what I would say is, let's build upon your field analogy, right? If you want to have a shelter when the storm comes, you have to be always gradually building the house, even when times are good and the sun is shining. And I'm talking about, obviously, the centerpiece, the center of what I do is kind of the financial plan, but there's many components of that. There's an emergency fund. There's, dollar cost averaging over time to ensure that you have, that your retirement is going to be okay if there is a COVID, or if there is a 2008. And what I will tell you is, obviously COVID is just the craziest sort of thing that nobody ever envisions happening.
Yeah.
But to the investing world and the financial world, it's just the latest crisis. There's always crises, and there's always things. Even before COVID, whenever we build a financial plan, what we will do is we will show people, hey, this is what your portfolio looks like if 2008 happens. This is how it would impact this portfolio. Are you comfortable with that from a risk perspective? Would that keep you up at night? Would you be okay with that? So obviously COVID, completely crazy, completely, unprecedented in our lifetimes, but from a planning perspective, almost par for the course, in the sense of these are the exact types of things that we think about. But what I would say at the centerpiece is, people need to have long-term goals, and they need to always be preparing to accomplish those goals. And it doesn't mean that they have to sort of build a house in a day. It means that they have to have a plan to accomplish their goals, over time.